Hello and welcome to this episode of the Higher Ed Podcast, where we celebrate the knowledge of all and bring education to everyone. Today,
Okay.
we're taking a deep dive into the fascinating world of higher ed recruitment.
Sounds good.
Imagine a podcast dedicated to this very topic, helping HR professionals, recruiters, university administrators, anyone building academic or administrative teams stay ahead of the curve. That's what we're aiming for today. Uncovering the latest trends, the toughest challenges, and maybe even some solutions in this ever-evolving field.
It is a dynamic field indeed, and one that's facing some,
Yeah,
unique pressures in today's world.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of the things that struck me in the research is this constant balancing act universities are facing. They're trying to attract top academic minds while also building a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Right.
How are they managing that?
Well, it's a complex challenge.
Yeah.
Universities are increasingly turning to strategies like targeted outreach programs, partnerships with minority-serving institutions, and even AI-powered tools that can help mitigate bias in the screening process.
AI in recruitment, that seems to be a hot topic. I read about a university using a platform that analyzes applicant resumes for skills and experience, matching them with open positions, regardless of their background or previous job titles.
That's a great example of how technology can be used to level the playing field. Of course, it's important to remember that AI tools are only as good as the data they're trained on.
Right.
There's a real need for ongoing monitoring and evaluation to ensure these tools are promoting equity and not perpetuating existing biases.
That makes sense. So technology is one piece of the puzzle. But what about the human element?
Yeah.
How are universities adapting their recruitment strategies to connect with potential candidates on a personal level, especially in this world of remote work and digital everything?
Employer branding has become crucial. Universities are realizing they need to tell their story in a way that resonates with potential employees. We're seeing a shift away from traditional job postings to more engaging content videos showcasing campus life testimonials from current employees, virtual events that allow candidates to interact with faculty and staff.
It sounds like universities are having to think more like marketing departments these days.
In many ways, they are. They're competing for talent, not just with other universities, but with the entire job market.
Yeah.
And that means understanding what motivates today's workforce.
Flexibility, work-life balance, a sense of purpose. Those seem to be high on the list for many job seekers. And speaking of flexibility, remote work has thrown a wrench into things, hasn't it?
It has.
We read about one university that's now offering fully remote positions for certain administrative roles, allowing them to tap into a global talent pool.
It's a trend we're seeing across many industries, and higher education is no exception. Remote work opens up exciting possibilities, but it also presents challenges.
Like what?
How do you build a strong sense of community and collaboration when your team is scattered across time zones?
That's a big question. And I imagine it's particularly tricky for universities with their strong traditions of on-campus life and in-person interaction.
Exactly. Universities are experimenting with different approaches. Virtual coffee breaks, online mentoring programs, even hybrid conferences that combine in-person and online elements. It's about finding ways to foster connection and belonging in a digital world.
It's fascinating to see how higher ed is navigating this new landscape.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the role of HR professionals is more important than ever.
Absolutely. They're the ones on the front lines shaping the future of work in higher education. They need to be tech-savvy, data-driven, and incredibly adaptable, and they need to be able to articulate the unique value proposition of working at a university, something that goes beyond just salary and benefits.
It's about contributing to something bigger than yourself, being part of a community of scholars and learners.
Right.
Well, this deep dive has certainly given us a lot to think about. The world of higher ed recruitment is changing rapidly, and it's clear that universities are rising to the challenge.
They are. And the most successful institutions will be those that embrace innovation, prioritize diversity and inclusion, and create a work environment that attracts and retains top talent.
What a thought-provoking conversation. So for anyone out there listening who is passionate about higher education and looking to make a real impact, remember you can find all higher ed jobs in your field at academicjobs.com. Thanks for joining us.